Today, we are going to talk about our top tips for saving money when you're planning a Disney vacation. First things first, be sure that you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you like what we're doing, and click that bell notification so that you can be notified every time we release a video on Mondays and Fridays. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get started. We get asked a lot how we save money when we travel to Walt Disney World. And although everybody's situation is different, there are a number of ways that you can save money when planning your trip to Walt Disney World, whether it's 2 of you or 20 of you. And so today we are going to cover some of our top tips for saving money when planning your trip. First things first, we like to plan a trip and stay on property. And there's a number of reasons for that, and we're going to cover several different money-saving tips that involve staying on property. So it's really important that when you're planning a trip for your crew that you are comparing all of those numbers, because although that Airbnb could be cheaper in the short term, all of those parking fees and all of that transportation can really add up, including that gas. So it's really important that when you're planning your trip that you are looking at all of the deals that are available on the Disney website, that you are looking at all of the packages that you can combine, and that you are including the cost of all of your transportation, not only to and from the airport, but also getting around to the different parks and resorts. Disney is always offering a number of packages for folks that are planning their trip to Walt Disney World, and some of those packages can work better for some families than other families. For example, free dining is something that people are always looking forward to, but we have an entire blog post dedicated to talking about why free dining isn't necessarily the best deal. A couple of years ago, free dining came out and we decided to take a look at the numbers and break them down. It turned out that there was also another package being offered during the same time as that free dining, and that package, when it included your park tickets, your resort, and all of the different things that come along with it, was actually a better deal than free dining. So even when free dining is being offered, be sure that you take a look at all of the other offers that are being offered when you're looking to book your trip and see if that's the best for your crew. Another top tip for us is to be a little flexible. We know that a lot of times that when you're booking a trip, it can revolve around school schedules or work vacations and things like that. But if you're a little bit flexible, a lot of times you can find great deals if you just move your trip up a day or back a couple of days. So be sure to look at all of that. One of our top tips for when you're planning airplane travel is to always look for flights on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because those are typically cheaper days to fly. And they're also cheaper days to book tickets. So a lot of times when you're looking at booking a ticket and you're looking on a Sunday evening for a flight that goes out on a Wednesday, if you look back on a Tuesday evening, that flight may be cheaper for the exact same itinerary that you were looking at. So be sure that you're kind of looking in advance and taking a look at all of those deals, and also sign up for those notifications through various airline travel agencies that can offer different deals. So when a really great deal comes up and it's in your price point, they will send you an alert automatically so that you can book during that time with that deal. When staying on property, it's really important that you take advantage of Disney transportation because a lot of it is included. In fact, the only Disney transportation offering that isn't included with your stay is the minivans, which are a bit expensive, but we still love them. So when you're staying at a monorail resort, you're going to be paying a premium because you're staying in a very close proximity to the parks, with the monorail going right through your hotel typically. So those monorail resorts are going to be the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the Grand Floridian. Those are typically some of the most highest priced resorts on Disney property, but a lot of that reason is because of their close proximity to Magic Kingdom and their really, really convenient transportation options. Now that the Disney Skyliner has been built, that is another really great option for traveling to and from different parks. The Disney Skyliner connects several different resorts to Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and those boardwalk resorts, which are some also really fun and amazing food, including that great ice cream at Beaches and Cream and Ample Hills. So you can access all of that from the Disney Skyliner. Another great Disney transportation option are the buses. Now the buses kind of get a bad rap because they do kind of travel on a delayed schedule. It's about every 20 to 30 minutes that a bus will go to each park, to each resort, and so it can take a little bit more time. So be sure that if you're using those buses that you plan accordingly. But all of those transportation options are included with your stay stay at a Walt Disney World resort. Lastly, in terms of transportation, we always recommend taking Magical Express. Magical Express for us is the best way to start off a Disney vacation, and anyone staying at a Walt Disney World resort is able to use this transportation option, and it is included in the price of your stay. So about a month before your trip, they will send you these yellow luggage tags. Be sure that you connect those yellow luggage tags to the luggage that you're going to check at the airport. Now, when you arrive at Orlando International Airport, you're going to bypass the baggage claim, which is magical in and of itself. So you're going to walk right past baggage claim and you're going to head straight to Magical Express, where you're going to board your Magical Express for an included trip to your resort. Now, that's going to save you a lot of money if you're staying off property or renting a car. About 4 hours after you arrive at your resort, your luggage will arrive magically into your room, which is amazing. And we've never had any problems with Magical Express. We've never had any issues with missing luggage or delayed luggage, anything like that. So it is something that we highly recommend. Disney has been doing this for a really long time and they really know their stuff. If you are considering renting a car, we really encourage you to reconsider, especially if you're staying on property, which is obviously something we recommend in terms of saving money at Walt Disney World, is each resort now charges a fee to park that car each night at the resort. In addition, if you are not staying on property, or even if you are and you're taking a car that you've rented to the parks, you're going to pay to park your car also at those parks or at the Ticket and Transportation Center. Another great tip is to use your Target Red Card. When you buy Disney gift cards at Target, you can save 5%. And if you're using that gift card that you got 5% back on, that means you're saving 5% when you're booking your Disney vacation. So if you have the opportunity to use your Red Card when purchasing Disney gift cards, those can be used not only to pay off your Disney vacation, your Disney cruise, it can also be used when you're in the parks for food and fun little trinkets that you're going to want to remember your trip by. Our last money-saving tip is to pack snacks. Disney food is not cheap. Not much of anything at Disney is cheap, but Disney food certainly isn't. So if you're going with a large crew, or if you know that you're going to want several snacks throughout the day, we really recommend packing some snacks. Now, we don't want you to be packing stuff that could be melted, so kind of avoid that chocolatey stuff, and they no longer allow you to bring pull-behind coolers into the park. So be sure that you check Disney.com so that you know what is and is not allowed in the parks prior to your trip. But snacks can really save you a lot of money if you plan in advance. Meals at Walt Disney World can easily cost between $50 and $75 depending on what you get, where you eat, and how many people are in your party. So it could definitely save you, even if you just take one meal and you're packing that in your backpack or carrying that along on your stroller, that can definitely save you a lot of money throughout your trip. So those are our tips for saving money when planning for Walt Disney World and when being in Walt Disney World. We hope that you enjoyed this video, and we hope that you got some great tips for planning your next vacation to Walt Disney World. Thank you so much for stopping by, and for the love of the mouse, never forget that it all started with a mouse.